You had a bad dream already? You just laid down. How did you have a bad dream already? Come here. This is how we're starting the show. We're starting the show with a bad dream. What's your bad dream about? Oh, hold on. We turned the screen. We got to get the screen back the other way. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Tell us about the dream.
Cole wants to know about your bad dream. Like the fish weren't biting? No deer? You hunted how many days and you didn't see a deer? That's not what happened.
Those are nightmares.
How did you fall? Those Cole says you can't hear him because he's in my earphones. He says those are nightmares. Here, you want to put the other set of earbuds on? No? You're just going to sit here and whine a little bit? Yeah. That's okay. Oh, Cole, I got to do this thing. We got to get live on the... There we go. Now we're live on the Instagram. This is real world podcasting when your wife is at a work dinner and you got bedtime duty. So you get you get the 7-year-old visit. I don't know.
I'm looking up for it here on Facebook.
We're getting out there. What's funny is I just tucked him in like 5 minutes ago and Reggie said to me, I don't think I'll be able to fall asleep because normally mom rubs my tummy. And so then I proceeded to smack her on the stomach and like judo chop it a few times and then like give her a wet willy in her belly button,
Of course. That's exactly what she meant.
Yeah. And then she was giggling and then Danny was like, I want to do that. And so then I had to do it to Danny. And then that was 5 minutes ago and Reggie already fell asleep and already had a bad dream. How'd you fall asleep that fast? Can you teach me your ways? Yeah. Okay. You can teach me.
Hey, how do I share this?
I don't know. You click on the thing to share it.
I don't see a share button.
There might not be. Sometimes from the business page, it needs to be live for an extended period of time before it lets you share it. I'm not sure.
I'll keep looking out.
Could be. All right, Reg. Head back to bed. Give me a hug. Night, girl. I'll be right here. I'll be right here because this is where I'll be. Because of the way that I am. It's Wednesday night. What's up, Cole Sickafoose? President. Just straight president, it looks like, according to your title. President.
Yeah, I'll leave that up for interpretation, really.
I'd vote for you.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I already did. I might have wrote you in. What do you got on behind you? What are you not watching? What are we watching? What are the rest of us watching?
I don't know. My YouTube algorithm's on point. It is just like, it'll just play like Western hunting videos and public land whitetail hunts. Like, just
it's got you figured out. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like a little Element. Looks like the Element boys.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's a little Element boys. Props to you. You clued me into the hunting pressure dudes. Those guys are a riot, man. If they come out with a video, awesome. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta watch that. It's just pure entertainment. They're hilarious. They're everything I would want to be if I made YouTube hunting videos.
Yeah.
That I aspire to be them. They got it figured out. But how you doing, man? It's been a minute since we caught up. What you doing? What you up to? How you been? What?
Yeah.
How?
Busy, man. I've been working a lot, like just a lot of long hours in the office, but I've been dedicating my weekends well. We usually leave and go to the lake on Fridays and we come back on Sundays. So I've had some nice 2.5, 3-day weekends up at the lake, catching walleye and hanging out.
When you say the lake, is that always Lake Erie or is there another lake?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, if you're from this area, if you say like, oh, yeah, we went to the lake this weekend, it's Lake Erie.
It's always Lake Erie when you're in Ohio.
Yeah.
I've seen some pictures. You've been smacking some walleyes. Have you had to like go along the kind of the west to east route as they move, or can you kind of pick them up in the same spot all year?
We can pick them up. This time of year, you can pick them up just about anywhere. It's just how deep are they and what are they biting? And
I gotcha.
Yeah. Where we go is actually, even though I'm from Ohio, but I have my camper up in New York. So we go stay up in New York at the camper because up there it's like a 10-minute drive to Lake Erie versus here at my house, it's like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So it's just funner to stay up there, go smash some walleye 3-4 days in a row, go back to the campfire, have some beers, wake up, do all over. Yeah.
How far is it for you to get to New York from Canton?
3 hours.
Well, that's not bad at all.
No, I actually think it's perfect. So like I explain it to everybody else is like, I feel like if it was anything less than that, I would still feel like I'm like close enough to home to where I could like, oh, I forgot something. I'm gonna run home and get it. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Like 3 hours is just far enough. It feels like a mini vacation. It's perfect.
Yeah, you're gone.
Yeah.
You're out of town. You're unreachable. What are they biting on? What are they biting on? What should we be fishing with?
That's the fun part. It always seems to be different every time I go up. And it's
Is it like if you're on Lake Erie, are you always trolling, or is there like a jigging bite? Because I've only trolled it.
Yeah, I only troll. I have friends of mine that they'll go up there every weekend and jig and catch a limit, and like they'll catch a 2-3 man limit, which is 6 fish a person. Within 45 minutes they'll have their limit jigging. But
damn,
they have probably $14,000 in live scope shit. I don't even know all the, they got giant monitors and all the things. So like they're going out, they're targeting like specific fish, and they'll catch that specific fish with I don't know, like a sonar or a spoon or a jig or something.
Yeah.
We troll. I like bandits.
Yeah, and I think like jigging, there's just very little time to drink beer. So it's quite the conundrum. Like at least when you're trolling, you got time to sip a beer.
Lots.
Sometimes you get some chaos where you get 2-3 fish on at a time, or you're in 5-footers. Been out there with you in that. In a 16.5 foot tiller drive.
We did it Friday.
How's the new boat running? How are you appreciating being a new boat owner?
I love it. With anything, it comes with like a learning curve to it. So like there's still shit I'm learning, but
naturally,
I love it way more than I even thought I would. I was worried I was going to buy a boat. Like everybody says, you buy a boat, especially as a business owner, you never use it. Just must out another $1,000, But no, we use it quite often. And when we do use it, we're filling it full of fish, and we're bringing that fish home, and we're stocking the freezers full of walleye for winter.
Hell yeah! And for Kentucky, gotta fry some walleyes in Kentucky. Now this is if anybody caught I think this was the last time we did a podcast. You and I did a podcast on like trying to build a business that fits your lifestyle. Because when we started building the business, it was about building a business that gave you as much time to hunt and fish as possible. And this year, I saw a change in you a little bit. I don't know if this is a change. I dare say like a maturity thing, but that can't possibly be it, because I know you and I know me, and I think we're far beyond something like that. But you're putting the pedal down more this year, so much so that you missed our Boundary Waters trip because you were like busy building a business. You missed a good one too, almost like too good, almost like no hail, no rainstorms. Bugs were down, fish bit like crazy. Like there was no adversity. We were like throwing fish back. Super weird.
Yeah, I was listening to you guys' show, your post trip show or whatever, and I was like, man, this doesn't even sound true, because it's
weird.
It's the opposite of last year a little bit. We still had a lot of fun, but the fishing was not like that.
No, and I don't know which way I like it better. I think a little adversity makes it more fun to look back at. Like there's more moments in time where you're like, remember that, remember that, remember that. Whereas when everything goes well, it just like blurs together as a fun status quo. Like it's still a blast, but it's almost type 1 fun instead of type 2 fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're going out there for type 2 fun. That's what you're doing that trip for.
I'll go again for sure. I missed it.
It's a blast. Next year we're going to Saginaga, which we've done before you ever came. It's a huge lake, like right up on the border. Big Lakers. We're going to stay in a lake south of it, I think. We've like stayed on it before, and it can get pretty gnarly and nasty in canoes because like 3-4 footers. So we're going to stay in a lake just south of it where we can just like boop, and then we're in the big water if we want to be. So we already got it planned. But how obviously you got a serious relationship going on. And so I don't know if that changed your outlook or if it's just hey, like, and I find this with entrepreneurs a lot, that if we stay in a certain zone for a period of time, our nature is that we just get bored. right? I think the same thing happens with hunting and fishing. Like if we don't try some new shit, we get bored with it. So we got to like keep pushing at some point. Like we'll stay in a spot for a minute. Then we're like, all right, I got to do some shit I haven't done before. What was your catalyst to push harder this year and scale up a little bit more? Was it a success? Like, was it some success you had that you wanted to double down? Was it a relation? Was it a maturity, like a stupid maturity thing? Was it a relationship thing? Was it a boredom thing?
I don't know. Like you could almost say maturity, but if you want to categorize like a mindset shift in with maturity, because like
I don't
know that I would either. I'm still immature. I just have a different mindset on it.
Oh, okay.
I've battled the last couple of years with just like, what am I going to do if we run out of work? What am I going to do if we run out of money? What am I going to do if we don't, do this or do that? And just fighting all these inner thoughts. And this year, man, I don't know when it exactly happened, but I definitely feel a difference now versus even the beginning of the year. And like my mind shift changed, and I'm so much more comfortable with where we're at. In being comfortable, it allows me to see things a lot more clearly. And like I used to be stressed out about, we're not scheduled 2 weeks out. What are we gonna do next week for work?
Yeah.
Now like we're consistently like 4 or 5 days out, maybe, and like it always works out. We still fill the schedule. We're actually making more money because I'm putting the pedal down harder on filling their days with jobs in a shorter time length. We're focusing on the numbers more. I'm pushing daily goals for each crew, and really just overall, I think I leveled up the business with this new mindset of seeing things the way I do now in the past 5-6 months.
I think you said the most important thing in there, which is numbers. I think the numbers.
Yeah.
If you get the numbers, once you figure out the numbers, then you're just like, it gives you the confidence to just play the math game. Like once you have a good grasp of where it's coming from and where it's going, then you can just be more.
Like it in like I used to think I thought I knew my numbers, right? Everybody thinks they know their numbers, but I would challenge everybody that is kind of in those early stages, maybe those first or second purgatories that you talk about. Like, do you really know your numbers, or you just get a report every month and you look at them once and you look at them when the next one comes out, or are you looking at them daily? Like we are looking at them. I look at these spreadsheet for our stuff daily. Capacity. Are we hitting capacity? What are we, there's just so much stuff, and it becomes like a game almost. Like, yeah, like we're $40 shy of hitting tomorrow's crew goal. What are you guys going to do about it?
A little upsell action.
Yeah.
A little upsell. I'm curious. One of the hardest parts about getting over that hump where you like really start pushing is the employee side of it. And just from hanging out with you for the last few years, you'd have guys and then they'd kind of fall apart, and then you'd have some guys and they'd fall apart. And I think that was always like every time you and I were on a trip together, that I could tell that was like the anxiety that you had was like, and you were calm and peaceful about it, but like I don't think I got the feeling, but there's the sense of like, are you just a duck? Are you just a duck sitting on top of the water, but like below your feet are just like doing this sort of thing? Like the dudes always create so much stress back on the business owner of like, who's showing up? Are they going to do a good job today? Is something going to go wrong? Do I need to like check in? What's happening out there? And when you push the pedal down, I think that's the thing that creates the most anxiety about scaling for a lot of us is, how am I going to find the right people? Because we've all definitely found the wrong people, and we find the wrong people more often than we find the right people. And you see it all on social media about how everybody says like, nobody wants to work anymore and you can't find good help and blah, blah, blah. Like, which is just the victim mentality. Like there's businesses that are crushing you, really have good employees. You just suck at recruiting if that's your mindset. Right. But you've been burned enough times that you've almost given up. Right. And sometimes it's because you don't look in the mirror and realize that it's your own problem. Sometimes you just didn't find the right people for a string of, how many times you can get a bad roll in a set of dice. How How has that gone for you this year? Obviously, you've needed more staff. You've needed to ramp up. Where have you hit that, and where have you missed that scaling up?
Yeah. Early on in the season, we definitely had some turnover, typical, but all in all, right now I have a really good crew. Like I haven't had any complaints, any walkouts, nothing in a while. Everybody's pretty solid, and it feels really good. I think like what kind of changed was me, like, so for one, like I built like a career path for the technicians. So now we have a laminated sheet on our shop wall that shows them how they're going to go from an apprentice for X amount of days. They're not like concrete days, but roughly an apprentice for X amount of days to prove you're worth it, prove you're part of the culture, you're a good fit. And then you jump into becoming a junior tech, and then a tech, and then lead tech, and then senior tech, and then super tech. Like they all know exactly where they're going to go, roughly how long it's going to take them to get there. And there's no question of what those expectations are. Each one of those positions has a QR code right next to it where they can scan and see what are those milestones that need to be reached in that previous position that's going to get them to this position. And doing that has really created something that I think people can actually like see that this isn't just I'm going to show up tomorrow and start blasting water. It's much more than that. And I've proven it versus just saying it like in the past. Like anybody can say it,
Yeah. Well, and I think once you find a couple of the right people, we're live on Instagram right now, and I saw my guy Brent jumped in, and I didn't find Brent. Mike, my predecessor at Blue Skies, found Brent. He still works for Andy, who kind of like merged with us and then kind of took over the running of the business. But the minute that we hired Brent, this was like 2011. Brent, if you're still watching, maybe it was 2012. Mike and I were talking about it, and I just remember we were both like, I don't know how much I would pay if we could just get another Brent, right? Like, how do we get 5 Brents? The dude shows up, works hard every day, like just good attitude, good work ethic. All the clients love him. All the employees love him. Like the only employees that don't like Brent are the ones that don't want to work hard, because Brent just keeps pushing everybody. And like he was older than everybody else, but he'd outwork the hell out of them. And it was like, once you find a Brent, it's like, holy shit, there's people out there like this that kick ass, work hard, show up every day, have a good attitude. And it changes your mindset about like what's possible in your business. Once you get a couple of them, it turns the tides and the trajectory of your business. And yes, and it makes being a leader a lot easier, because you can't be a good leader if you don't have good followers, right? Or good leaders underneath you that can help you bring everybody along. That I mean, we've seen it. I'm sure you've had it in your business. I've had it in my business, where you end up with people like that undermine you and try to like create chaos underneath you without you knowing it, and like separate, right, and like destroy the leadership. So it's like, how do you find people that bring everybody else along instead of try to divide everybody else? And it's once you find that and know how to pick it out, your business kind of goes on steroids.
Yeah, and like that's where I think too, like learning to go get your employees versus waiting them to come to you. Like that was kind of a thing too, is like now we're seeking targeted like ideal candidates for our business versus just sitting and hoping that all these bells and whistles that we installed on Indeed and Facebook and making these posts, like instead of just waiting for people to call us, like we're actively reaching out and like we've sent emails to our customer list and let them know we're hiring. Here's what we're looking for. Do you know someone? Seeing people at the gym that you think could be a good fit. Like there's some awesome guys at the gym that might be just out of high school and like they don't know what they're doing. Wrestlers, those are great employees.
They don't know what they're doing, which is why they're at the gym.
Right. Yeah. Like, hey, dude, like get out of the gym. Come work for me.
Yeah. I'll give you a workout every day.
Yeah.
Haul some shit around.
But it's just learning to attract, hyper target your hiring efforts, and then having the systems and the culture and parts of it in place when you do get them, so that you can retain that person when they do come. When you sell that position to the person you target, being able to back it up is a huge thing too.
Yeah, get the right expectations so that when somebody actually shows up, they get what you told them you were going to deliver.
Yeah. Yeah.
What in this year of like pushing harder and scaling, is there anything you can point to where you're like, oh damn, I fucked that up? And likewise, anything you can point to where you're like, man, like got this right, and here it is. Like, look at what's happening because I screwed this up enough times that I figured it out and got it right this time.
Yeah, some little, some bigger, but I really dove into job costing this year, and like I'm almost like a nerd about it now. Like I'll before I like send an estimate out, like I've got my job costing calculator out, and I'm like running the numbers. Like, what are we gonna make on this? Or like, what's best case scenario? What's worst case scenario? How low can I negotiate this customer if need be to still hit a targeted margin? And like, dude, that's been super helpful for me. Being able to do that. And we had a lighting job, a permanent lighting job that I bid for like $9,000, and we got it done. I'm like, hell yeah. $9,000 check came my way. Like, it was all cool. And then I put the actual numbers in from the job. It took about 2 weeks longer than what it should have been. It should have been like a 4 or 5 day job at best. And for stupid reasons, lack of training, lack of quality control, and lack of management with inventory and products that we had on hand, it got pushed out to 2-3 weeks. I was like, oh, it's still okay. Run the numbers in the job costing sheet and realize that we basically made like $130. And like, I remember seeing that, and I'm like, no, this is wrong. I went back through.
Yeah, it can't be. We got $9,000. I know it.
Yeah, like. Shit. Yeah. Well, 40% of payroll will do that.
Yeah. Do you think part of that, was it more of a pricing issue or more of an execution issue then?
It was a combination of both, in my opinion. We were pricing jobs lower for permanent lighting at the time because we just didn't know what we didn't know.
Yeah.
Here again, I wasn't doing job costing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't know. I was like, $9,000. Hell yeah. Like industry standard per foot pricing. Mm-hmm. But it just further proves the point. Like, what somebody else charges and what you charge means absolutely nothing. You need to charge for what you're building. And so like realizing that, I realized it probably could have been priced out a little bit higher than what it should have been. There was a huge lack of quality control on my end and my leadership team that I had in place on the lighting side. Just not holding ourselves accountable for doing things right the first time. And I don't know how many days we had to go back and remake cuts because truthfully, the customers didn't say nothing, and we probably could have gotten away with a lot of it. But I couldn't sleep at night knowing that corners weren't cut right. Wires were sticking out where they shouldn't be. Stupid stuff that should have never happened. And we had to go back and
just redo after redo after redo, call back, even without a callback, but you making the call back in a way.
Yeah, and it wasn't particularly a close job, so we had some drive time involved with it that I didn't factor in. I under ordered on materials, just again not knowing what I was doing, and so we thought we were about to get finished, and we ran out of material. So I asked one of my techs to measure what we needed. Well, I never properly trained him how to measure peaks and everything, and so he was like, "We need 70 feet." Or whatever. So I ordered the amount of footage that I thought we needed. No, we didn't need anything close to that. So I ended up ordering like $700 more than what we needed in materials for the job. And yeah, so it was a learning experience, and that was a big one for me this year. Just the realization that job costing is huge, and like knowing your numbers on a job.
Especially, I don't really do a lot of job costing on like bookkeeping, recurring service stuff. I time track to see like over time for us, how long is it taking for us to execute a certain thing? With smaller jobs, that's really hard to do. Like there's so many jobs, right? If your average ticket is $500, but especially when you start hitting $10,000 a job, it's like there's enough meat on that bone and there's like enough of those opportunities over time where it's like, man, we got to know exactly how the hell we're pricing this thing and what the variables are. And I talk a lot about pricing with our clients. And it's always about trying to figure out like those variables. Like you can't account for every variable, but once you get enough reps, you know what the variables are that like trip the trigger, and it becomes predictable to the point of like it gives you enough data to know where you need to price it, and if you even want to do it, right? I run into our bookkeeping business every once in a while. I'll get we had a gal that like I priced her up, and she was like, it's got to be here and be here and be here, and I was like, no, like. I just can't. We can't do a good job for you at that rate, and I'm definitely not willing to sacrifice our process and our quality. This is what I believe in. This works, and if you want what we have, which I know works, and I'm not going to try to tell you need it, right? You can go get shittier bookkeeping, and you can go get more expensive bookkeeping that I think is still shittier. Like you can go try other people, but if you want what we do, I know what it costs for us to deliver that. Like, and I'm actually probably underpricing it, but I'd rather be a little bit lower than a little bit higher and grow more and get more clients, and that'll create some efficiencies for us on it because we're recurring. But it creates a different angle when you understand all your numbers so much, because you don't. I'm not going to say you don't negotiate, but you know exactly where you need to be. Like there's not really a guess anymore. It's not like, man, I don't know, I just got to sell this client. It's so powerful. You can be like, no, I don't really need your business. If I'm going to do it, I know exactly what we need to charge. And I'm giving you the best price. I'm not going to like sit here and dick around with it. This is the price that we need to charge to do a good job. And if you want it, cool. If you don't, cool. Like it doesn't hurt me if you don't want it. Because if you try to negotiate me down, then I'm just going to, if I agreed, then it would hurt me. But I'm not going to sit here and like, twist my arm to try to give you something that loses me money and you're going to be a pain in the ass client. That ain't going to be fun either.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. We just like you said, like we know our thresholds of what we need to do and how much we need to make on a job, and to make it make sense. It makes it a lot easier to just say no and walk away, and you don't sweat it ever again after that.
Do you, as you've been scaling up on the marketing and sales side, since we're kind of going that way, are there like different levers you're starting to pull to try to like, make sure the dudes have enough work on their schedule? Is that coming natural to you? Is a little bit harder given the economy's a little weird and the seasonality and the ups and downs and the uncertainty? How has the revenue side, like, you got a lot of the recruiting things figured out, but obviously you can't have a bunch of awesome dudes and not have the demand to fulfill their work schedules. How, obviously you said earlier, like you're more comfortable with how far out you are and like trusting the process, but what have you done to like be getting those jobs and make sure the schedule's staying full for the crew?
Yeah. One thing I kind of learned to focus more on this year was organic versus paid leads. I think like I just realized like, damn, we were spending so much on marketing before, and like what we were spending got us to here. I'm trying to go to here. How can I do that without spending so much more money on marketing? Because I feel like I'm already spending a bunch of money on Facebook, a bunch of money on Google ads, like maxing out LSA or whatever. So I was like, well, let's dive into like what we can do organically. And, it's paid off. I think we focused on like Josh Latimer teaches like FRAP, like frequency. I don't even know it. See,
and then RAP,
your referrals, average ticket, and price. Yeah. So like we've raised our prices right off the rip this year. It was an awesome thing. We focused on average ticket by really pushing packages more and trying to close more packages than individual services. We started a referral program that we make sure every customer gets made aware of through some automatic text messages and even some phone calls after the services are done. The techs have a refined script that they're taught to read out with the customer when they're home about referring jobs to us, or even referring other employees if they have nephews and stuff that might want to come work. But one thing too was we started this thing of like, instead of trying to do all online bids like we used to, we're kind of doing a little bit more in person. And so when I go do an in-person bid, I'll go do that bid, try to close that person, and then I'll spend the next couple hours just going door to door in that neighborhood and trying to create route density. And that's been really helpful too. So
do you do an in-person bid for every client, or just new clients, or just ones over a certain threshold? Like, what's the catalyst to do the in-person bid?
Threshold. So obviously there's a pre-qualifying part to it in the beginning. So when somebody sends us an inquiry for a lead, the first thing they're going to do is they might get like an automated thank you text message or something, but within 24 hours, they're going to get a call from me, most likely. And it's just going to be like what I call like a good fit call. Like I'll call them and I'll say, hey, Dan, just want to give you a quick call here. This first initial call, all I'm going to do is make sure that what we offer is a good fit for your home, because what I really don't want you to do is spend money on something you're not going to like. So if you have just a couple minutes, I can go through a couple things and then we'll get started. Yeah, okay. So we'll go through like, what do you even need cleaned? Can we clean it? Yes. Okay. That's a major plus. Congratulations. You're qualified for our services. A lot of people aren't, but you are.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of have that pre-qualifying conversation. And then if they seem like they're going to be a long-term, valuable, at least 3-year customer for us to target, and their home is above 3,500 square foot, we'll go take a look at it in person and create that relationship. From talking to people, you can tell some people are just kicking the bucket. If they have a 1,500 square foot, whatever, small ranch or something, like I can give them a very accurate quote right over the phone, and they still might turn into a 3-year lifetime customer, but the close rate doesn't change on those smaller ones, really, from what I've learned. It's the bigger ones.
Did you decide on 3,500 like mathematically you saw something, or was it just like a mathematically I can't get to all these houses, so 3,500 is the right number to make sure I can get to as many as I can get to, but not try to have to get to all of them?
I would love to say that I have some equation that I use to come up with that, but no.
It felt like a good starting point.
Yeah, I was like, how many jobs do we do that are actually 3,500 square foot or bigger homes, and what is the value of those customers in that threshold? And they're usually higher. They usually use us multiple times if they're happy, which they usually are. So we're just focusing on them, and that comes back to like trying to increase our average ticket versus trying to pick up smaller. Like part of this organic movement is let's stop fighting for small fish in the sea when we can fish a little bit less and catch bigger fish.
Hell yeah. What as you've been going here throughout this year, what's been the most like surprising thing to you? Maybe the most disappointing thing, if there is anything disappointing. Like what have been the highs and lows for you with pushing the pedal down?
It's just that the highs are high, the lows are low. There's a term, I know I've said it before, but I probably think about it like once or twice a month, if not more. But like the term, just new level, new devil. I think about that all the time. Like I'm gonna deal with new shit in every stage that I grow. Like I can cry about it, or I can just deal with it and accept it, and this is the standard, and move on and figure out how to fix it and know that like the next stage that I grow in, it's going to have a new devil too.
Speaking of devils, we got this DFD Zig checking us out on Instagram right now. He says, "Sup, dude." So for what that's worth, we can go live on Instagram, but I can't feed it into the StreamYard chat. So I just got whatever Zig's doing on the screen here. But Zig's coming on in a couple weeks.
I was gonna try to share it, but
we gotta actually need to like get this on the schedule. We got to get maybe a podcast night while we're in Kentucky. Maybe I shouldn't say night, a podcast afternoon while we're in Kentucky, and maybe a recap one, because I know Trevor's coming for a little bit, Joe Devino's coming for a little bit, Zig's coming for a little bit, Clay and I and Ben's son Charlie and you, I think, will be there for most of the duration. Who knows who else is going to show up? It's just going to be a party, it sounds like. So we'll see. We'll see when everybody's there. We'll try to like squeeze something in, and then we'll do a recap with whoever can jump on afterward. But Zig is kind of going on a similar journey where he's not doing nearly the amount of work that he used to. Right, he's hiring it out and bringing some dudes on, and so I wanted to have the same conversation with him because both of you guys kind of like pushed this pedal down at the same time, and it's always funny for me because I just get to watch it. Right, like I've done it, right, and I've like played the same game in different businesses, but everybody's story is different, and the dudes and what you're going through and what you get stuck on and stuff. Like it's just such a crazy, fun journey.
Yeah, it's really relieving, kind of like.
How's that?
I like this year was really relieving for me. Like, I mean, like every business, like I'm not gonna pretend like I have some sob story or whatever, but like everybody has these turning points or these stages in their business where like I'm fucking done. I'm done. I'm tired of this. It would be so much easier just go get a job, yada yada. Like I would challenge everybody to think that they didn't think that at one point in their business, but this year just like learning that like it's going to be okay. All the shit that I'm dealing with, it's fine. It's going to be okay. Like worst case scenario, I'm still going to have my business. I'm still going to have my beautiful girlfriend. I'm still going to have my house. I'm still going to have my employees. If I whatever, say we get caught up and we don't have work, like nobody's going anywhere. They're going to be right there with me because I've picked out amazing people that support what we're building, and they're not just here for a paycheck, and they're willing to help out wherever's needed. Like just knowing that the money, the financial side, now that we're looking at our numbers, I realize, okay, if I just follow this threshold of what we need to be in price wise, like we will be okay. Mm-hmm. And now that I understand that, man, it's really lifted a lot of weight off my shoulders in the past couple of years. Because like you said, initially I built this because I wanted to go hunting and fishing more. And for the first 3-4 years, I really did, probably more than I should have. But
hey, you're in your 20s. You were in your 20s. You gotta. That's like what your 20s are for, man.
Yeah, it really did work out for that time period. But I had to make a decision. Like, is what I was doing sustainable to be able to incorporate a family into the mix and the next stages of where I wanted to go with the business and my personal income that I was hoping to get out of it. Like, okay, some shit had to change, and that's where the past 4 years or so came, was just buckling down and learn a little, grow a little, learn a little, grow a little. And this past year was by far the most challenging year, and this year so far has been the most rewarding year in just this simple sense of like mental clarity. Like,
yeah, what are
shit, you froze.
Yeah, my internet's doing some shit. My kids must be streaming some. We have very high-powered Xfinity internet, and it's been garbage lately. I think I'm getting hosed.
My AT&T went out like 3 months ago. I haven't even had TV or nothing, and I just keep forgetting to call.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like, it's just not that it's important, but it's not that important. I'd rather be outside dicking around anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I'd rather be talking to you But if I wasn't talking to you, I'd rather be outside digging around.
That's right.
But I'm curious, like, I knew who you were, but you and I met each other over a beer down at PWMCA. I'll say, was it 2021, maybe 2022?
Probably. It was a while ago. Yeah.
3-4 years ago. Done a shitload of hunting and fishing since then. And so I've like got to hang out with you on your business journey, and I've been on one hell of a business journey myself. What from like trade shows, relationships, business events, hunting, fishing events with business owners that we write off and act like we're doing business stuff. Can you point to like relationships that you've built, advice you've been given, just like people in general that are like in your sphere where you like got either like some motivations or some nuggets? You mentioned Latimer, like dude's always fucking, he's got so many good things that I think we all appreciate more than he could probably ever know. Are like there are things that are sticky to you where you're like, man, this was a thing that like a catalyst to do this certain thing on your journey here?
Yeah, I think it goes back to like everybody says, like surround yourself with people that like are either like that next level or above where you want to be, and just kind of be the sponge in the room, or even just be open-minded to what everybody has to say and understand that everybody can provide value in one way or another. It doesn't mean you have to always agree with everything, but somebody always has something valuable to provide. And being open-minded like that, every time I hang out with you guys, and anybody really that I've met, like I've met people that are doing way less than me in revenue and sat down and had drinks with them at these conventions and learned so much from them, because they may have whatever, some particular system that I have been putting on the back burner. They spent the whole first year focusing on that one specific thing. And like, you learn from that. Everybody has something to provide. And meeting you guys was awesome. Like, you guys have become some of my closest friends now.
Who's you guys? I mean, I know who I am, but who are you associating me with? I want to be careful of who I'm associated with.
I don't know what you just said.
Oh, was that me? Am I dogging, or are you dogging? I don't know if it's my internet or your internet right now. Maybe time will tell. Are you over there? Am I over here? Cole, are you there?
Okay, I got you now.
Are you there? I think that was your internet this time. I don't think it was my internet,
okay.
But I don't know.
I can go inside. It might be better.
You said you guys, and I'm curious. That implies I'm associated with some other people, and I'm curious who you're associating me with and whether or not I want to be associated with them. So when you say you guys, there's multiple, and I'm curious who else is in that party so I can deny knowing them if I feel that's the best move.
Like, you introduced me to Crosby.
Oh yeah, my 3-year-old.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah. Old McDonald. You learned a lot about Old McDonald's farm and animals and the sounds they make. That's super good knowledge if you live out in the country, to know animals and their sounds.
Yeah,
it's a good deal.
No, I mean, like, I don't know what are you gonna call you guys? I mean, like, hang out with you. You introduced me to Ben. Ben, I've had some great conversations with Ben. I love Ben to death. I've just this past February went ice fishing.
We got to hang out with Rob while he had the shits for a whole day. Classic Rob Anderson, just having the shits in the front of the fish house.
I'm gonna take this thing inside in case it's my internet.
Could be yours, could be mine. I'm coming through clear on my end, but that doesn't mean a whole lot.
You sound like you're underwater. Hold on.
I did blow out an eardrum this weekend, and it does feel like I'm underwater as a result, but who knows?
We're migrating inside.
Do it up. Doing it up. Look at this guy on the move. That's some good lighting you got out there. Who installed that stuff?
Yeah.
Look at that. Some good elk.
Those are some beautiful RGB bistro lighting.
Mm-hmm. Looking good.
Low voltage system.
I bet we could bring that up into the Boundary Waters. That looks like some shit we could have in the Boundary Waters. Ooh, that's a nice muley.
Yeah.
The old backpack mount. Where's Randy? Did you already send Randy to bed?
She's in bed already. She's in bed already.
Your household seems a lot like mine.
Yep.
Marty's gone.
I can hear you way better now. Hopefully you can hear me.
I mean, once you stop banging on shit and moving around, I'll probably be able to hear you. But now, Marty's an early to bed too. The last time I spoke, I was at Jimmy's event in Raleigh a couple weeks ago. And I gave a new talk on goal setting, and one of the slides shows like your network is your net worth. And I have found over time, many of us take that as a financial, like purely a financial thing. And I did. And not that I like acted on it. Like, I think I surround myself with really good people, and I'm intentional about surrounding myself with really people. I'm not money motivated. Maybe I'm a weirdo, but as a finance dude, I'm a real weirdo. Like, I'm way more like the money stuff I can figure out. It's just second nature to me, but the experiences and the relationships aren't monetary to me. And so many people take that network as your net worth saying and are like, I need to hang out with people that make more money than me. And I think you already pointed to it, which is there's guys doing less money than you that still have stuff to teach you about being a good spouse, about being a good dad, about like finding the right balance, about hunting stuff, about fishing stuff, about like nerdy shit in your business that you might not know.
Fitness, all kinds of stuff.
It's not just about like being rich isn't about being money rich. There's a bunch of money rich people that aren't happy, right? In our last episode, you and I talked a shitload about like running a business that fuels you and makes you happy. And we kind of like, man, we should go back and listen to that one. We'll listen to it when we're in Kentucky, because I think we talked a lot about like being in your moment and running the business that's right for you in the moment. And that moment changes over time. And now, like for you, it changed over time. You're ready for a new set of challenges. Your life changed, your world changed. You got this relationship and weird stuff like that. And you're talking about families and stuff. And so the challenges and the set of responsibilities you want just changes over time. Like what success looks like in a good way changes over time. And that's totally fine. But so many people think success looks like a shitload of money. And it just doesn't always look like that, right? Success looks like the right experiences with the right people that you love to death, and you're enjoying the hell out of it. And money's a component of it. But once you have enough to pursue the events and the activities that like fulfill you, then the money is just the gravy on top to do a little bit more of it, a little more often, and maybe a little more extravagant, but you're still doing the same shit with the same type of people. And the net worth is about the quality of the people that you hang out with, not the net worth of the people that you hang out with. It's just a different net worth. And I've found a lot of value in that.
Yeah, it's like I've learned anymore. And it kind of still stems back to like what I originally started the business for. And we've talked about it many times, but like it's more freedom for me. And I've learned there's other parts to that too. Like it's not just freedom that I work towards, it's comfortable freedom. And you can't have one without the other. Because if you're free and you're not comfortable and you have some underlying demons that are constantly weighing you down, like you can only put that shit behind.
You're still a slave to that. You're always a slave to that.
Yep. Business related or not, man, you got to face your demons and just beat the shit out of them while you can, I guess. And same with the other, like, you might think you're comfortable, but if you're a slave to whatever's holding you back, you're really not free. And I've been in a tree stand where I'm free of work-related stuff, but in my mind, there's a lot holding me back on really being there in the moment. And so that's what I work towards now is my mental and physical being of truly being comfortably free, and what can I build and add to my business to help push me towards that goal. And
Yeah, man.
I love it.
Where do you see things going? Like, what's the trajectory? What are you working on? What are you pushing for this fall? You're obviously doing more lighting stuff, and we know fall has a lot of light. The daylight gets shorter. Holiday lights start happening. There's permanent lighting stuff. There's holiday lighting stuff. There's landscape lighting stuff. Pressure washing obviously ramps up in the fall too. And you got the right dude. So what are you pushing for this fall to do that you haven't done in the past?
I guess just like everything we are doing, really. I mean, I really don't plan on doing anything new. We're just going to do it on a new level,
Push it.
a higher scale. Yeah. I mean, I think that's one thing that's made it easier for me to scale is I'm not really changing anything as far as what we're doing. I'm just changing the quality control expectations and my own understanding of what we can actually do and make sure we're hitting capacity, not just floating through thinking we're okay. We're going to push for big numbers this year with everything, lighting and washing. I have a full-time lighting crew now, which is new. So I have guys that all they do is install permanent lights and Christmas lights. And come October, our whole team will switch over to Christmas lights, and we're going to really push for that. One big goal we've had this year is, and we really kind of just started focusing on it about a couple months ago, but we've always been like 90% residential. Mm-hmm. And I think there is some headaches that come with residential that are unnecessary. And so we're trying, it's annoying sometimes, but we're trying to switch to like I'm working with a commercial coach, and we're focusing on like going in stages of like, let's just get to like maybe 50-50 and then 70-30 and then 80-20. And hopefully that's a switch, slowly convert into commercial with everything we do, lighting and washing.
Yeah. Creates a different backbone. Like residential is very at the whim of the economy. Commercial can be too, but it creates different structure in the business.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I think there's going to be shit that we have to deal with commercial too, that I'm going to get frustrated over, but I foresee an easier managing path in commercial than doing residential all the time. And like most of the time we do a commercial job, they can do one commercial job last a whole day, or two small commercial jobs or whatever. Or like we just finished one last week. It was like a 4-day job. It's so much easier to stick a crew on a 4-day job. They know what they're supposed to do. We have company cam and all these things in place to control the quality of the job. And then I can go focus on whatever I need to focus on at the time. I love that about commercial work. And like right now, one thing that's been super awesome for us in July, normally right around the 4th of July, everybody that's been in business more than 2 or 3 years knows there is a huge slowdown.
Yeah, the phone doesn't ring the week of the 4th of July. And then after the week of the 4th of July, you go, oh shit, we don't have any work to do. And then it slowly picks back up, but maybe half speed. And so you get this like weird.
And it was about a week late this year from what we saw. It was about a week late. We were busy up through the 4th of July. And then it was like about a week after, kind of like, I guess right after the week after the 4th of July, man, it was just like, we got like maybe 4 phone calls all week. It was crazy. Yeah. But knowing what I know, I was smart this year. We had commercial customers that we've worked with in the past. And one of them is even a new one that I was like, well, are you open to scheduling on our leisure, And they were all, most of them were all, whenever you want. They don't really care.
So how about that week right after the 4th, or maybe the week after that?
Yeah, really. Anytime between anytime between July 6th and August, first, second week of August, like, anytime in there. And so we did. We booked a big like $30,000 commercial job. We have a $9,000 one we're starting this coming week, and just closed a $6,000 one today. And I got some stuff for a university, a college that we're going to be starting towards the end of this month. It is the end of the month. Holy shit.
Yeah, you mean like 2 days from now?
Yeah, they blend together a lot. But
sure,
yeah, I mean, being able to schedule commercial work strategically helps kind of coast through those slow times, and that's another thing that I like about commercial. But yeah, for fall going into this year, we're gonna really try to change the narrative for Christmas lights into let's get some more commercial jobs.
Hell yeah. I got my buddy Duke is chiming in on Instagram, so I got that on the screen. I'm getting distracted. He said, I missed that word hole of de plata. So I obviously said that's what she said. That if you heard me type it, I typed that's what she said. So now he's talking about the salmon bite and knowing from experience. So what's up, Duke? Good to hear from you, man. Duke is an honorary Boob member, and if you're listening, you don't know what Boob is. It's the Business Owner Outdoor Badasses. We just do business owner outdoor badass shit. Duke doesn't own a business anymore because he already sold it because he's old. He's like past 50.
I think I remember you talking about him before.
You didn't meet Duke yet? Next year when you come by, did you meet Duke?
No, I didn't meet him, but I think we've talked about him before.
Oh, Rob and I don't know where you were, but Rob and I ran and got some bait from him when we were up ice fishing, and then we had to push Miguel out of 3 different snow drifts. Duke's buddy Miguel got stuck 3 different times with his fish house. Like while we were up on Leech there, Duke was out there, brought us the shiners. He also said he loves boobs and he's only 48 ass. So he's pretty much 50. Like I said.
Yeah, pretty much
50. Cole, do you I got another thing I want to I got 2 more things I want to talk about. One is the photo booth and one is hunting and fishing shit. Is there anything else before we start transitioning to that stuff on advanced pressure washing, lighting, all that stuff? Any other like lessons learned, any other nuggets, anything else that we didn't cover yet on that front that we got to talk about before we start talking about other goofy shit?
Because
I still got like a little bit of this tequila drink I was drinking. There's blueberries in here. So
that looks good. I was going to ask what that was.
Check out this mug. Got this mug made. This was my first round of getting.
Are you really sending those to all your clients?
No, I did give one to Rob though when I saw him last weekend. And so when we go to Kentucky, you will get one of these. But I actually need to tell you that these are the shitty ones. I got some like knockoff Tervis mugs made. You're gonna get one of those. That like I'll go through the tops and the bottoms and make sure they work good, but they're just not the level of the like. I ordered them to give to my employees, and I was like, man, these just aren't the same quality as like a good Tervis mug. So I ordered my employees Tervis mugs. My customers are gonna get these knockoff ones. But I'll have a coffee mug,
fair,
and a knockoff insulated Tervis cup for you when we go to Kentucky. I'll make sure the lid fits. I got the first one I put on, it just like doesn't stay on.
I ordered a whole bunch of Yeti. They're fake Yeti or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Some of our shit too. So I'll bring some to Kentucky too.
We'll do a gear swap.
Hell yeah. Yeah. No, I think we covered a lot of stuff on the washing side. Like, yeah, I pushed hard this year, and it comes with its own headaches and shit. But like I said, I think the biggest thing for me this year was changing my mindset, and like just understanding the numbers more helps me fucking relax so much. And it also like opened my eyes to a lot of opportunity going forward, like what we can do.
So I'm curious though, like when you say it helps you relax, does it help you relax because there's a level of certainty? Does it help you relax because it was stressful before and now like it's more known, and so like we're always scared of the thing we don't know? What is it that creates the confidence and the certainty in it for you? Get into that just for a sec here.
I think for me, like I notice it like when times of like, I don't know how many times I've listened to your podcast, Tommy Mello's pod, like any of them. There's tons of them out there that are really good, but none quite as good as this one.
That's damn right.
Yeah, but I hear all these guys talk, and they talk about like, oh, like if you know this number and you know this number, and if you know your cruise capacity and where it's at on a daily basis, then you can train your VAs to handle that capacity if it's below a certain threshold, and then you can incorporate it's opened the doors on how we can incorporate more bonus pay into our systems because we have trackable KPIs that we otherwise weren't looking at. And now when I hear guys like you and anybody else talking about specific numbers, it's like not a like in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I know that number, but deep down I'm like plus or minus a few,
Yeah.
It's like,
roughly.
I actually know the shit now. And for the most part, unless it's depending on what some of the numbers are, but the main ones I need to know, I know them on a daily basis. I look at them on a daily basis. I have a screen dedicated for looking at them every single day in my office. Our whole team looks at them every single day.
Here's the number I want from you. We're going to detour right back off of this, but right away I want a number from you, which is how many doves are we going to shoot and cook in Kentucky?
So there's the problem with that one. Is how many doves are we going to shoot and cook?
Because I know a guy that shot like a couple of them, but we never got to cooking them. And this time we're going to shoot some, and we got more guys, and I think we're going to cook them.
I was trying. So why I hesitated because I was trying to think of like what the limit is in Kentucky.
That is the problem. We don't know what the limit is. We'll figure that's our future problem.
Yeah, I didn't want to say something above the limit, and then
I understand your dilemma. Yeah, my bad. I understand your
dilemma. I would guess Ohio's 6 or 7. I should know that. I need to know my numbers better.
Let's say it's 5. Yeah, let's say it's 5. If the limit were to be 5 a guy.
Yeah. We're gonna kill a bunch of them. They're so freaking good to eat. It's unreal.
I plan on bringing the shotgun this year, and we're gonna go out dove hunting.
Yeah,
I think now, especially that we have whitetail spots kind of known a little bit. We know some areas. We don't have to spend as much time scouting. We can just spend more time killing some doves.
Yeah, enjoy the mornings a little bit, have some fun, be some different people there, and I'm looking forward to it. I thought I was gonna be able to come in on. You guys are going in Friday, right?
Yeah, we're like leaving here Thursday, probably getting a hotel on the way, getting there Friday afternoon to hunt. We won't hunt Saturday, but we'll like drive around and scope shit out and see where there's trucks and whatever Saturday morning. Yeah, on Saturday night.
I thought I was gonna get in Friday with you guys or Saturday, but it's looking like because of great transition into the photo booth.
You got an event to do?
Yeah, we have a big event on.
Badass!
We have a wedding on that day, so
yeah,
I'm gonna stay and help out with that for the day, and then the next morning, Sunday. So probably Sunday morning, I'll probably shoot over there.
You'll like come to help butcher my velvet buck.
Yeah,
I'll liver shoot that son of a bitch, and we'll have to go get it Sunday morning. You'll get there just in time to help me cut it up.
Oh yeah, day one, Dano.
You know what? Going for a 3-peat.
If you need a dog tracker, I got a couple in Kentucky.
Yeah, I know you do. Some good looking ones too. How's the photo booth going? Is it still you got the one photo booth and you're like still working that and like figuring out the business model? What have you learned? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? Obviously, it's like a totally different animal than a pressure washing business, but in lighting business,
it is. And there's things that I thought would like transition well in what I know about the home service industry to like the photo booth industry. And for the most part, a lot of it did. Knowing what I know in this industry, like helped me expedite some things that otherwise would have taken a while with the photo booth. But I would say ultimately it's off to a pretty slow start, but it's not for a lack of the service that we provide. It's just simply me putting it out there.
Just, I was going to say, effort to market it and get it out there.
Yep. You know, when I bought it, Randy and I talked about it, and I said, you know, my half of the deal is like, part of me wanting to do it is I kind of wanted control of the sales and marketing side, because knowing what I know, I can, like I said, expedite.
You sell some shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I wanted to take control of that. And I said, I want you to learn everything about this damn booth and figure out how to provide the best customer experience with it that we can. And she's held up her end. There's still some technical things we're learning, but I got a lot of the basic stuff out of the way. Like, we have a lead capture system. If you told me you were interested, we have a system that you would go down to capture the information that we need in order to provide you with some options. We've built a pricing sheet with some different packages. It's really on me of just putting it out there. I have a whole list of people. Every time we drive down the road, I'm like, oh shoot, I need to text so-and-so and see if they want this for their wedding or whatever. Like, I have a whole plan in my head of how I plan to attack some corporate options for corporate parties, Halloween parties, Christmas parties. I just need to do it, really. That's on me.
It's I don't miss that. Sidebar, Duke says marinated until this is a Dove tip. Marinated until you dressing wrap the Dove. Sorry, he didn't put a comma in here, so I read it like it was a run-on sentence, but there should have been a comma. Duke. Jeez Louise. Marinated in Italian dressing. Wrap the Dove breast in bacon. Grill. It will taste so good when it hits your lips. Yeah. Exclamation point.
Italian dressing, anything, dude. Like, if I marinate a loin in Italian dressing for 3 days, like, I'll eat it. It's damn near cooked at that point.
Just straight up. Just eat that.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it gets that. You grill it for like 2-3 minutes on each side, and you take it off and you slice it, and it's got that perfect, like, ring on the outside, and then it's pink inside.
Let's do this. We got a walleye fry. We got some back straps. We got some loins for Kentucky. We have some doves. I feel like we're building our recipe book for
elk poppers.
Elk poppers, did you say?
Dove.
Did you say dove poppers? I was like, you're bringing elk too?
Yeah. No, I don't have that.
Not me either. I would have an elk, but he didn't, so I don't have any elk.
It'd be hot, and they might have the warbles on them, but I bet squirrel season's in too. Now that I think about it, I bet it is.
What do they have on them? What the hell did you say? They have the what?
Warble.
What the hell's a warble?
I don't know. So I don't know if that's a technical term or not. I wouldn't use it.
Shit you made up.
I'd use it in a game of Scrabble. You know.
Okay, I'm in. Yeah,
I'm that confident in it. But we used to kill a bunch of squirrels early season. And I kind of quit because I just got so grossed out by it. But early season squirrels, they'll. I could be so wrong, but my understanding is there's a bug that'll burrow into their skin, and it just looks like a giant pimple, but it's actually basically it's a pimple full of eggs from some sort of a bug of some sort. And I've killed squirrels early season September that, dude, they'll have like 6 or 7 of these things on them. It's disgusting.
Can we just cut them out?
You can. It's disgusting, really. I mean, they're still edible. They only burrow into the skin. Like, they don't go past like the.
Oh, that sinew layer.
Yeah.
Oh, we got that. Let's shoot some squirrels. We should figure out. We might need a small game license.
Well, you probably need it anyways.
Doves anyway. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, I was actually going to poach the doves. But squirrels, man, that's pushing it. Pushing it.
That's why I gave the other guy that was there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I'm just shooting them, man. I don't want them. I got a leg for this. What are you drinking there? Why are you looking at it like that?
I was trying to see if I could show you Strawberry Crunch Bar Cream Ale.
Crunch Bar Cream Ale. What the hell's that?
We got him. I saw it up in New York at our by where our camper is. It's
Beers
a light
are
beer.
just getting weird. Beers are just getting weird.
It's like a dessert. I feel like I'm drinking melted ice cream beer.
That could be good. It's kind of like a root beer float, but a strawberry daiquiri float.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't drink 12 of them tonight, but
would you drink 2 of them? Is it one of those beers where you like have one and you're like, yeah, I'm good? Or would you go back for a second one just cause?
I would probably drink 2.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Duke can't type. He said Duke said, "I that a weed beer," but I'm pretty sure he meant, "Is that a weed beer?" Can you guys do the THC drinks by you?
I have one in the fridge. Yeah.
There you go.
You mean
that puts me right to sleep. I'm toast. There was a.
I like them, but I don't really drink them.
My favorite experience of consuming one of those was on this podcast with Ben a year and a half ago, or almost 2 years ago in Illinois. We were sitting on that couch. We had that same Airbnb. We were sitting on the couch. We like turned it around and we were doing a podcast. And I don't remember if we had one of those or a gummy. Anyway, we had 10 milligrams is enough to get me out of sorts, man. And I just remember laughing so hard. And then he did like a, holy shit, did you see that outside? And you can watch me on camera like, no, what are you talking about? I don't see nothing. And then you can watch him grab my beer and just glug, 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 glug. And he drank my entire beer and put it back down without me noticing. And like a couple minutes later, I like grab my beer and take a drink. I'm like, son of a bitch, I need another beer. And then he like started cracking up. And I didn't, until the end of the episode, I don't think I ever realized it. He eventually had to break it to me like, hey, remember when I like told you there was something outside? Yeah, there was nothing outside. I just drank your beer. I was like, oh man, because I could have swore I had a beer, but I was also pretty high. And so I didn't realize what was actually happening.
It would have been great if it was the weed drink and he thought it was just a beer.
Oh, well, that would have been a double down. But that was fun. It was hard to like not giggle through the whole episode. It was funny to go back and listen to. But yeah, that stuff either ramps me up and I like everything's way too funny, or I just go to bed. It's one or the other.
Kind of same. I try to avoid it anymore unless I'm about to go to bed because I think it like helps my back a little bit. But it could. They make the
THC and CBD ones that'll really like.
I got back problems. It sucks.
Apply out.
Yeah, usually if I drink like one of them, or eat an edible or something, I just get really quiet. I don't like being quiet.
You're already pretty quiet.
Yeah, and so it's like, is he alive kind of thing?
like when we were sitting around the campfire a couple of years ago on the Boundary Waters, and we're like, man, Moose has been really quiet listening to the Idiocracy, and he's been passed out for an hour, and you and I were still sitting there listening to it.
Like check his pulse.
Something like that. Yeah, he's still alive. Back to the photo booth. Are you digging the photo booth? Are you liking the decision? Is Randy liking the decision? What's tell us a little bit about your like side venture business hustle.
Yeah, so we bought the photo booth in hopes that we'd be able to rent it out for between $500 to $700 per event, mainly targeting corporate events and weddings. Something that we could take it there, set it up, leave, come pick it up in 4 hours, and we get our money for it. And like anything we do, there's a learning curve to it. And we've learned, like initially when we built our pricing structure, we built like 3 or 4 packages. And then we built this like, because I was thinking about like the anchoring, like price anchoring. Like I'm gonna make this one extravagant, way stupid overpriced package. And then it's going to make my next ones look better, Well, like we had somebody interested in that package. And I'm like, I can't do any of that stuff.
Oh shit! That was just for fun, man.
Yeah, like I mean, we could have if we had some more time, but like we had like part of one of the packages that we initially put out was that we'll do a custom like neon sign of your last name for the wedding, and then you get to keep the sign. Well, we put that out there, and
we need 2 months, by the way.
Yeah, well, we have a wedding in 2 weeks, and they were like, "Hey, can we do the neon sign?" And we're like, "Maybe, we'll find out."
Yeah, usually that's one of those tough ones where you're like, usually no, but I'll have to check with our provider to make sure we can execute it, but like don't plan on it. Where you're like, I don't want to like tell you no right now, because maybe, but I gotta like start walking you back of your hopes and dreams here a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was just stuff like that, like initially. So we changed our pricing up, and until we learn a little bit more, we're just sticking to one option. It's a higher price option. It includes all the basic stuff you would want in renting a photo booth, 4 hours of use, all the digital stuff, custom screen display designed for you. And that's what Randy's really shined on it, is she's way better at designing the custom screen outlet and the, making the whole thing look beautiful.
Yeah.
So she's done really good at that. And
is Randy still digging it? Like, is she enjoying it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. She definitely gets frustrated because she's not a business owner, and she doesn't understand that this is just part of the process. Yeah. So I've seen her get like really frustrated over stuff, and like she'll tell me about it. I'm like, that's it?
Yeah. Oh, you mean like normal day-to-day business shit?
Of course. Like, this is gonna happen.
Yeah, wait till you have employees, lady.
Yeah. Jeez. So it's like she doesn't understand that side of it. So it's been a little tough to like try to like, I gotta like almost get on her level so that I'm not like oh, quit worrying about it.
Yeah. Got to like show a little bit of empathy.
Yeah, a little bit,
which is weird. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
We got. I'm looking at the Instagram screen here. We got Duke and we got Nogs Z. Well, I'm gonna say Nogs because the Z is the Z of the Nogs. 88. I don't know if that's Justin or Nicole. I'm guessing it's Nicole because there's a purple flower. I don't think Justin would put a purple flower, but if it's a Noggle, then it would be Nogs. If it's a purple flower, then it'd be Nicole. And Nicole, if that's the case, Nicole said maybe Duke's had some weed beer. To which Duke replied, "Weed beer is more fun than two 20-year-olds," which is reminiscent of, we were at a country music festival about a month ago on my 40th birthday, and Marty got us all hats that said "more fun than two 20-year-olds." Got a country music dude to sign my hat. He had just turned 42. Chris Young was there, and he had just turned 40, and we did like a meet and greet with him, like the stupidest meet and greet. Like, you got to like go for an hour. You're like waiting in line with like 20 other weirdos. And I forget who the hell got us the tickets. Duke, I think Duke was one, and Duke and Jess went down, and not Duke's wife Jess, but Jessica Mahan, who's also a friend of ours that was there. I think they went down and got the tickets. We stood in the line. We got to meet Chris Young. As I was like, who the fuck is Chris Young? And I'm like looking him up. I was like, oh, he just turned 42. So then when we went back to meet him, I was like, hey man, saw you just turned 40. I just turned 40 today, and I had I cut the sleeves off, but I had a t-shirt on that said 40 AF on it. And then my hat was like more fun than two 20-year-olds. And so I gave him one of my hats, and I was like, here's a hat. And how about I sign one for you and you sign one for me? So now Chris Young's got my autograph and I got his autograph on my hat. So we swapped these.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right next to his AMC awards. And
he did he was up on stage, like he opened up for Brooks and Dunn. And when
I can't believe you didn't know who that is.
I mean, I know who he is. Like,
Voices. He's got some good songs.
He's got some okay songs, but I'm just more rocky. You know me. I'm more of like a hardy. Give me some harder stuff. Chris Young doesn't have any like
Revival.
Dude, I love some Treaty Oak Revival, man. That's been good. Been digging that. That was great in the Boundary Waters this year. Like, I listened to that a lot in the canoe. That's some good canoe music. But no, like, he was good, but Duke and I were out walking around trying to get girls to flash us their boobies, so we got distracted from listening to Chris Young. But apparently when he was on stage, he mentioned like, hey, I was backstage, and, happy birthday to the dude that signed a hat for me. And, I just turned 42. So here's the 40-year-olds, whatever. So he like mentioned it while he was up on the main stage. It was pretty cool. I didn't hear it, but I was told about it. So it happened if somebody told me about it. It is definitely Nikki that's on. Nikki said, Dan's been hanging out with Justin too much. What's next? Shroom gummies? Nikki, Justin made us try some when we were up in the Boundary Waters. Like, he was all about it. He couldn't stop from making us try it. We all had, I think, a good time. I think. Hard to know what happened. Everybody was super chill and fell asleep. We're on the way up, and I'm like driving stone cold sober. Everybody else is having influential gummies in my car. I guess Moose wasn't. Mostly just Justin and Tor. And I'm like telling a turkey hunting story, and I hear like snoring, and they're like, "Man, that story lasted 40 minutes," and I'm like, "That was a 5-minute turkey story." Like it was a very, but like to them on like some shrimp gummies, and they thought it was like a 40-minute story. They both like fell asleep during it. It was great. Anyway, what else are we talking about? So the photo booth is going good, having some fun. Are you gonna like push it harder, or are you running into what I've always run into when I've tried to run multiple businesses, which is like, son of a bitch, there's just not enough time in the day to like push on two things. What's your vibe on that?
Yeah, that's kind of what I realized is like I can't have fucking 2 feet down on 2 different pedals at the same time. When I push down on one, the other one comes up a little. And so I've kind of tried to like time block a little bit better. That's one thing I've like tried to do this year is like focus on my calendar. And so I like started like blocking times. Like this is when I'm going to focus on the calendar or on the photo booth. And that's helped a little bit. And then also just like all the times that I would like think about like buddies that own larger businesses and have corporate events. Before I would just like, oh my gosh, I just looked down and my dog has his ball in about 1,000 pieces.
I was gonna say either the dog just threw up right there, shit right there, or something else. The way you're looking down, because I've seen the tail cruise around, and I've seen the dog, but I couldn't tell what that look was for. But it was definitely at a dog.
Caught me off guard there.
Oh yeah,
but, yeah. We'll see those later when they come out the other end.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'd be picking it up one way or the other.
Yeah. So instead of like thinking like, oh, I need to text so-and-so about the photo booth, I just like, as I do it, I just stop what I'm doing and I like text them or call them like, hey, dude, just wanted to reach out. I didn't know if you saw or not. We have this photo booth now. Here's typically what we charge. Here's what I can do for you. What I've been pushing a lot in these like most recent like whatever, trying to reach out to people is I'm going to try to book up what I expect to be the most busy days around the holiday now. I want to schedule those now before we get there. So Christmas parties, that 2 weeks around Christmas, Halloween, I expect some events around Halloween, maybe even Labor Day coming up. And then late fall weddings, I plan on getting a lot of those booked up now just by reaching out to people and saying, hey, like these are preferred dates. I'm giving you the option now if you want to book it. If not, I can't guarantee it's going to be available when you do decide.
Would it make sense? Do you use VAs in your washing and lighting business at all?
I have one VA, yeah.
Would it make sense to put a VA on to like do those scheduling things on the photo booth to push it? Like you could still maybe make some of the content, but just to keep the interaction up and keep pushing it like as you, but them.
Yeah, I think so.
It seems like there's enough potential there where it would pay for itself to like
for sure
not have it on your mental load.
Yeah, for sure. The machine itself, like that particular machine we bought, it's a nicer machine. It was a $6,000 machine. It's one of the more high-end machines. It has a lot of things that it can do, features as far as like digital, video, testimonial, boomerangs. It's all texted to you, emailed to you, however you want to do it. There's a lot to it this one can do that other stuff can't. And like what was even cool too, like I thought about trying to tell them like, get me down there at the Huge. Let me set this thing up at the Huge. And like where it might be valuable for like someone like you, if you had a booth at the Huge convention or somebody did, like we have a way of everybody that gets a photo taken, it has them put in their phone number to get the thing sent to it. to get the picture sent to it or their email, we can capture that entire contact list of name, phone number, and email. And then I can print that list out and give it to whoever booked us to be at their booth or whatever, if that makes sense. So you get like everybody that took a photo, you just captured all their information that you can retarget.
That's wild. That's a hell of a list.
Yeah. So there's a lot of cool stuff that we can do about it with this booth that other booths can't. And so it's $6,000 booth plus some other stuff for like backgrounds and props and whatnot.
You got to have the glasses and the mustaches and the hats. You got to.
Yeah. Luckily, a buddy of mine owns like a huge novelty shop. We're going to meet with him tomorrow at his warehouse. Shit. I swear to God. Yeah. So the
hell are the chances of that?
He sells all kinds of things. He's constantly posting on LinkedIn videos of him like wearing a hamburger hat or a banana and all like a million. I don't know.
This sounds Joe Devino just checked in. Have you met Joe before?
Yeah. Before you, I think.
No shit. Son of a bitch. You guys are like cheating on me. Yeah. I saw Joe just jumped in on Instagram. A photo booth sounds like a business he would own. He's got his pressure washer thing. He's got his like beach rental stuff.
Yeah.
Seems like a photo booth dude, but half his pictures would be like him holding up a fish in his own photo booth or something.
He's like, here's a prop. It's a mounted redfish.
Yeah. I'd be like whatever. Here's a redfish. Here's a flounder. I got this drum. I got a sheephead. But is it for you guys? He just wrote on Instagram. He said, "Had it ordered, then COVID hit, backed out," and I don't think he's joking. I think he's.
He said that before once. I think he said that once before. Him and JC were talking about it or something. But I really do think it has a lot of potential. I don't put the time into it that it deserves realistically. I need to. It definitely has a lot of potential because. Like it is something where we bring it there, we drop it off. We don't have to attend the thing. We're renting it out. Like our basic package right now is, I think it's like $600 per 4-hour event.
Duke says, "Will you try to sell me a car warranty when you get my info from the photo booth asking for a friend?"
100%. Yeah.
You'd be like that person texting that says, "Hey, I just got this great funding opportunity for you.
Yeah.
All you got to do is click here and you get $100,000."
Yeah. Once I get all those lists, I'm going to save those lists myself and sell those lists to life insurance agents.
Oh, dude, they'd love to text blast you.
Yeah.
You get paid a lot for that list.
Yeah. So
people want a list of business owners. You got to go to the Huge, get all those business owners' info.
Are you going?
Joe says, "Is this coming to Kentucky?" He wants the photo booth in Kentucky. That would be great for like, here's a buck, drag it in the photo booth, get a little blood on it. Randy might not be super happy.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Probably could. We don't have it booked up. If you guys want, it's $500 for event for friends and family. It's for 4 hours of use. So if it's there all week.
I mean, hold on. I think we keep it there for the entire week. And then we'll just pick the 4 hours that we want to use it during the week just to like be cost effective. If we all split it, it's like 50 to $100 a person.
Okay, that's fair.
You suck at this, Cole. You're so bad at this.
Yeah, sold.
Yeah, sounds like a good deal. Speaking of Kentucky, the last topic we got to talk about is hunting and fishing stuff. That's the right way to close this show out. You missed the Boundary Waters. We'll get you back. We missed you. It was truthfully like you have a certain element and a vibe that you bring to a trip like that, and you were missed. It was noticed. You were missed. We want you back, Cole.
I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it's already been brought up about Kentucky that people are excited that you're going to be there. People want to see Cole Sickafoose. I'm pretty sure it's just because you have the coolest last name. Is Randy Does Randy want to marry you just for your last name? Like, does she really actually like you, or does she just want your last name?
If I had to guess, yeah, it's mostly last name, really.
Okay. I would assume so. I didn't want to like put that on you, but
yeah.
that's fine.
I mean,
whatever it takes. Whatever it
honestly
takes.
think of anything else.
I don't know. Like Marty married me. Like
For your last name.
some women have fucking terrible judgment, dude. I don't know what it is. I can't describe it. They're good at a lot of stuff. They just have bad judgment.
Yep, I'm not arguing it. I'm just hoping she rents my photo booth for our wedding.
For your wedding. Wait, so do you make money? Like, what's the margin structure on something like that?
But
you give yourselves a discount?
We pay ourselves.
Yeah. You got to pay the electricity. What would you have to pay somebody else to run it though? Yeah, you're gonna like have some cogs and
no. So that's the beauty of the particular one we bought is because that's what I told her. Like, if we're gonna buy this thing and it's gonna take up all of our time on the only time we have off on the weekends, I'm not interested. We'll find a different venture for you and I to go down.
Yeah.
This particular booth, we bring it up. I mean, we can set 99% of it up before we even leave our house, and then we break it down, put it in its case, take it to the event, set it up, turn it on. It's already ready to go. We adjust the picture, make sure everything looks beautiful. We can even set the times. So like if somebody buys from 9 to whatever, well, I guess it wouldn't be like 4 to 9, we can set it to where at 4 o'clock it's going to come on. And at 9 o'clock, it's going to shut off, whether we're there or not. We can also control it via Wi-Fi from the app on my computer. So if somebody texts us and we're not there and they say, hey, well, we fucked this thing up, we can bring it. We can literally bring up the screen on our computer, troubleshoot the issue, get it set up for them, all from being here. So
can you, if there's an event and you're like, hey, this would be a sweet wedding to be at, can you just like stay there and get a bunch of free beers and act like you're part of you just like wedding crash it?
Yeah, dude, I'm a sucker for free food. I will definitely negotiate a free dish into the meal or into the
or just don't negotiate it and just kind of like pretend you're at a table, right? Who are you? I'm a cousin.
Yeah, cousin Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of good stuff to come from it once we get the name. Like, I think it's like anything. It's going to, like, once it gets momentum. And that was the other thing too. Like, so we did we did a free wedding 2 weeks ago for a family member of hers that was I forget whatever, but we did it for free and we took a bunch of photos. Now we have marketable photos that we can use. We also learned a lot from it, just setting it up. And that's the other thing is like, we need to do more events so that we have more things to put out there. Content. Yeah.
Back to the hunting and fishing stuff. We missed you in the boundary waters, but you've gotten out walleye fishing a shit ton. It seems like you're pushing hard, so it like constricts you a little more to the weekends. But now it's hunting season, and if anything is Cole Sickafoose's jam, it's getting out and chasing deer, mule deer, elk. What do you got? I know we're hanging out in Kentucky for a while. Are you coming to Illinois again? You gonna come to Illinois?
I'm definitely planning on it. Probably by myself, I imagine this year.
We got room for you in the Airbnb if you want.
Yeah, so I have 3 trips planned over the next 3 months, really. I have Kentucky.
Hell yeah.
I drew another South Dakota archery mule deer tag.
Oh, did you draw that?
I did, yeah.
What dates you got for that?
I think I'm gonna do like 2nd or 3rd week of October.
Okay.
I think probably 2nd week of October. So
are you gonna drive through Minneapolis?
Yeah, I'll probably take 90.
I don't know where 90 goes.
Route 90, southern Minneapolis.
South Minnesota. I don't know if it comes to Minneapolis. I don't know if 90 hits Minneapolis or just skirts along south. Maybe southern Minnesota.
It's southern Minnesota. Wisconsin.
I mean, yeah, Wisconsin is next to Minnesota.
No, it's not. It's not Minneapolis. It doesn't go through Minneapolis.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would know if it came by me.
It doesn't skirt through it even close, I think. Really, I think it's pretty far south.
Hold on. I just pulled up a map. Oh, yeah, that's way down there. That is Toledo to Chicago to Beloit, Wisconsin. And then it goes to like Albert Lee, Minnesota. It cuts across way southern Minnesota into South Dakota.
If you want to come, you can. I'll pick you up on the way. I'm going by myself.
I'm a hike north of that, but shoot me some dates.
When
See if I can get permission.
When I figure them out, I will. It's gonna be kind of random. But I'm going back to the same area that I shot that mule deer right there, and the one that was
hell yeah,
this one.
Hell yeah. I've never hunted a mule deer before. Be wild.
I love it. Changed my outlook on hunting so much. Man, I fucking love mule deer hunting. It's a ton of fun. But I didn't draw my Wyoming tag that I was planning on drawing. I had like an 80% chance. I used 5 points. I put in for a 5-point tag and did not draw it.
Does that mean you lose the points then, or do you get them back then?
No, I get the points and I acquire another, so I'll have 6 going into next year.
Okay, so you keep rolling it.
Yeah, so I'll have 6 points, which is like at this point it's like 6 years of putting in for points, and I can't draw the freaking tag I want is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I think I may look at a different unit next year or try again for that one with 6 points.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, the hunting landscape is changing fast too, like as far as where states and federal are putting shit. So like,
yeah, and
changing.
That's what's tough too, is like some of these I might put in for a 6-point unit this year or next year and get drawn because all the locals know there was a huge wildfire through there, or there was a huge winter kill off, and because I'm pretty sure that particular unit's a migration unit, so it's a lot of migrating deer. But
now you can corner cross.
Yes,
so that changes some shit too. Now we can corner cross. That changes a lot of shit.
One piece of private to the next.
Which, thank God. Like, what a terrible structure, but thank God they start. I don't know if it's final, but in Wyoming it is, right? Like, that's been through all the Wyoming courts.
Yeah, Wyoming, Montana, I believe.
Yeah. It's going to get federally upheld. There's no way they overturn that federally. I can't believe those landowners are still fighting that thing. Like,
it blows my mind it was ever in question, really. Like, it's just crazy. But
yeah.
I'm an old corner crosser from way back before it was in question.
Before anybody knew to question it, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission, is what I always say.
I ain't never poached nothing, but there was time one of my antelope hunts, or 2 of them even, I totally just thought it was. I didn't even cross my mind that it, like, you can't do that, because I thought it's
dumb that it wouldn't be, right? Yeah. Like, it's a checkerboard. If you got to get from here to there, you step over to the other side of it.
Yeah.
Knock it out. It's public land over there. It's public land over here. Here I go.
If you ever looked at the map and looked at how much of Wyoming is checkerboarded, it's insane.
Oh, it's nuts, man.
Yeah. There's so much of it that was landlocked, and those big ranchers, they were like, oh, if you allow corner crossing, that devalues my property by millions and millions of dollars, because now I don't have access to.
Yeah, good. You can't privately own public land. Yeah, that's the idea. That's why it's public.
Exactly. Teddy Roosevelt, he's in support of that one.
Yeah, good old Teddy. So, maybe we can
re-elect
Teddy Roosevelt. Maybe we can get Teddy to come back as like an AI Teddy, and we can re-elect him to like set some shit straight again.
That's what we need.
That is what we need.
Hardcore son of a bitch.
Very, very hardcore conservative, how hardcore outdoorsman, hardcore public lands. Let's go.
Yeah.
Need that.
Yeah, he was the person that said walk tall and carry a big stick.
Fuck yeah.
Fun fact.
How big of a stick? What does that mean? How big?
Or well, yeah, at least 5 foot.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least like so you can.
Yeah, it's got to be like
5.5, 6.
To be considered a staff.
Okay, so you can whap somebody with it if they're acting up.
Yeah, I don't know why he said it. I'm just pretty sure that's what he said. I'm pretty sure that's his quote. I don't know what he was referencing to, but
sounds good.
Just a little trivia.
It was a fun fact. It wasn't a hard fact. It was just a fun fact.
Yeah. So I'm going to South Dakota again for sure. And then
all right, let me know. Give me some dates. So I can try to sneak out there with you. Yeah, I don't know. No promises, but if you're going solo and you want somebody to film you fucking up, and I don't know what else I would do besides scare deer away. So I don't know that you'd actually want.
People in mule deer hunting is very helpful because you can spot.
Oh yeah, I do own all the spotting shit now. I officially own spot and scope knockers. I got the game eye. I'm a pretty good cook. I can carry shit.
It's a fun trip. I've never gone out there and not found a deadhead muley or sheds. I always find sheds. I always find deadheads, whitetail and mule deer. I've seen wild buffaloes, badgers, rattlesnakes. Coyotes are crazy out there. They're everywhere. There's all kinds of this. That's my favorite state.
Maybe I'll bring like my shotgun and get a small game license and just whap birds and
jackrabbits.
Oh, those jackrabbits are so huge. They're so fun.
Yeah, they taste terrible.
We could eat that shit. I bet we can make it taste good.
Probably could. I thought I was going to, and it was so bad.
Bacon, soy sauce, brown sugar, more of all of them.
Probably. Slow cooked, maybe.
Yeah. We can do
I tried to like braise it in a cast iron skillet over a wood stove in a tent that we were staying in that we brought that year. And we fell asleep. And this thing braised in Budweiser for about 13 hours. Yeah. And the Budweiser had just dried into like the sticky.
Yeah, it got a little rough in there.
Yeah, it was pretty nasty, but
you need more bacon. You need more bacon and soy sauce.
Yeah. And then hopefully maybe Illinois.
Hell yeah.
However, it's gonna be a little hard for me to leave this year. I got.
Oh, he's already making excuses.
You've seen the deer I'm chasing. It's gonna be hard to leave Ohio.
Shoot him earlier.
Well, that's my plan.
By the time the rut hits, he ain't gonna be around anyway. He's gonna be all over the place. Get him right away.
That's what scares me. You got to get him quick.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. I don't even like to start hunting really until like first, second week of October. It's too damn hot. It is. We don't, where I hunt particularly, we hunt all strip ground, so there's no egg. So we're not hunting bean fields, cornfields, shit like that. It's very hard to pinpoint where these deer are living. They're living in strip lines. I mean, they're going down as low as they can.
Yeah, you can't get to them.
Yeah. So if we had a bean field like Kentucky or something where we're hunting ag fields, like that's different.
That's a good point. Yeah, early season you can. When does Ohio open? Is it mid-September or 1st of October?
End of September. It's usually the 26th around there, around the 26th.
Minnesota and Wisconsin both are like mid-September, and so you have like a week if the weather's right to catch a buck on its summer pattern. It won't be in velvet anymore, but like you've got a week, and if you don't get them the first weekend, like the 15th-ish, by the second weekend it's really iffy, and then it's mid to late October before you ever see them again. They do that October shift the first couple weeks, and there's a good chance you don't see them again until like late rut. They'll just disappear. And they just shift. Right? And you don't see other bucks, but then they get really weird and cagey and nomadic.
And that's what kind of excites me about that particular buck I was showing you. he typically is not around at all early season, and then late season, or not late season, but during the rut, like
Pops back up.
mid-October through end of November, he's so regular. He was last year and the year before, and that's why I think I need to pray he's going to come in early randomly, or
get him.
First, second week of October, he's got to.
That is, my dad kind of runs the same program, which is every year he says, if I get a big buck, I'll come join you in Illinois. But if I don't, I'm going to like keep hunting the big bucks I know. But we also hunt in central Wisconsin. I'm like, Dad, you're chasing 100 to 120 inch deer. I'm down here chasing 150 inch deer. So like,
totally
leave those. They'll still be around. Yeah, the neighbors might shoot them, but it's 100 to 120 inch deer. Just come down here and take a random crack at 150 inch deer. They're around, right? You're going to like the chance that you see 150 inch deer on the property we own where we know they don't exist is lower than the chance that you see 150 inch deer down here where we know they exist. It's public land. It's trickier, but it's Illinois and they have bigger deer. So
yeah,
go for it.
Another thing I'm really excited for is I had not put time and money into my bow like I have this year in a long time. Like,
oh, really?
10 years or so.
You got after it this year.
I did basically a new bow, except I didn't get the new bow. It's new string, new everything else, and I can't believe how much just quieter, smoother, everything. Dude, I'm blown away. I feel like I'm like Robin Hood out here, just tack driving.
Hell yeah!
It's not a bow. It's like a precision hole punching machine. It's fucking crazy. Yeah.
I just texted Ben today. He and I were going back and forth. There's like a business owner archery event here in town with the guy that he knows that owns another business.
That's cool, so.
And like super cool. I texted Marty. I was like, hey, we're not out of town for this, and if we are, can we stay so I can go to this, and then we'll go out of town the next day. I haven't looked at my bow since the end of hunting season last year. I haven't touched it. I haven't fired it. I haven't sniffed it. I haven't thought about it. But now I'm starting to think about it.
Oh yeah,
it's coming.
You get them cool evenings that like late summer cool night blows in. You're like,
feels like I should go out and shoot the bow a little bit.
Start twitching a little bit. Yeah.
So it's about time. I gotta check my gear. I gotta see if I need more arrows. I don't know how many arrows I have. You know, when I'm in Kentucky, I need like 8 arrows at least for me. I need to let it fly. That one doe that I shot 2 years ago, 3 arrows. She took up 3 arrows. The first one got her. I just couldn't help myself but let a couple more fly.
Yep.
I think we did find them all though, if I remember correctly.
We did. Yeah. We did. Found my does. We never find my bucks.
Yeah. Part of the journey.
Actually, so we both pulled deer out of the river. You had your one buck that we found in the river. Yeah. That was freaking awesome. I was like, that was a highlight of my hunting trips in my mind. Like that was just cool as hell. I saw you pull that flashlight up, and there was your deer laying in the river. That was cool.
In the downpour of dragging it out. And I was actually reminiscing on it the other day where you're like, hey, let me drag the side of that for you. And I was like, I love it. But no, man, I just gotta I gotta fulfill this destiny of I gotta drag this velvet.
Yeah, and I really didn't want
to. Actually, just to let you know, I was just trying to be nice. I
wasn't going to go back to camp and be like, you never even offered.
It does kind of blow my mind how raggedy that deer was. I was looking at it on the wall the other day, and even like the 2.5-year-old that I shot the next year is bigger than that first year's buck. The body size of that deer that I shot the first year compared to even Ben's like really nice 3.5-year-old, I still wonder how old my buck was.
Yeah.
It had to be like way
on the early season. Yeah.
It's just a gnarly old. It put all of its energy into growing a big body instead of a big rack. It was just gnarly, man.
And then I shot that doe like right there next to it. I think wasn't it right somewhere right there where you were? I think so.
Yeah. Like right in that spot.
Yeah, and it died right over the bank. We found it. We went and got it the next morning. I think. Yeah.
That's pretty classic for us in Kentucky as we go get them the next morning. Just full of bugs and shit. Like, all right, we better butcher this son of a bitch quick.
Yeah.
Maybe this year we should just like heart shoot them and then we'll just like watch them fall and we'll just go get them.
That is, believe it or not, that is always my plan.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I'm always like, let's liver shoot them. Like, big target. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Bad. I'm only doing this for the blood trailing.
Yeah, it's fun. The blood trail is so much fun.
Oh, it is.
Like you and I crisscrossing and yelling at each other and arguing about where that buck went. And then me, Hansel and Greteling with orange tape for like 20 minutes in a downpour before the blood ran out.
I think at one point the orange tape went all the way around me.
Yeah, you were surrounded. You're just like, I can't move. I don't know. I should have had arrowed orange tape as to which direction I thought it was going. Not that I would have had it right. It's hard to tell which way it was going. I think that son of a gun was zigzagging all over in there.
Yeah.
But that would be interesting if you like knew you were on a certain track to have like little tear strips in there with arrows.
That's what I was just thinking. How you like
get that shit, perforate it.
Thinking like you could do it would be so easy to source a roll of orange tape with a little like 3-inch arrow every 2 inches.
Yeah. Perforate that shit.
Yeah, or even like double-sided, like orange on one side, pink on the other side or something.
Dude, we got so many ideas. We should stop talking about this on a podcast. Somebody's gonna steal these ideas and make money with them.
I'm gonna run with them because I have so much time for extra.
That's exactly right. Yeah, I'm gonna neglect my 3 kids and my wife. I don't even know if Marty's home. If she is, she was at a work dinner. I haven't heard her. Who knows? She might still be out partying, having a great time.
Yeah, hopefully she brings it.
Sometimes she brings me dessert back. That's always a nice touch if you get like a cheesecake a little left over for you. A little bite.
Hell yeah.
She never brings me a beer though, which is what I really want.
Randy brought a margarita, a pina colada home for me yesterday, so that was cool.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah. It was straight liquid.
Just every bit of it was melted and it was just, just warm. That's not as awesome as it originally sounded.
No.
Oh well. Cole, we should wrap this baby up, mostly because I gotta pee. But it's also like 11 o'clock for you. You gotta like go to bed and do work stuff tomorrow. Tomorrow, I got my afternoon blocked off. I gotta go spray some shit. First, weed whack some shit and cut some shit, and then spray some shit because it's food plot time, baby. Usually we do this like a week or two earlier, but this year just got away from us. Like we got to cut and spray this weekend, and next weekend we're planting. We're out of time.
Is it really dry right there right now?
No, man. We've had so much rain this summer. It like dried out for a little bit, and then we got some big storms again just this last week.
Gotcha.
We've been booming.
Yeah.
But it's like go time. We got to get food plots in.
Yep.
Just won't have enough time up north here to scale up. What you got any last comments, last words? You got any last hunting plans? You got any last business plans? Usually I ask like, what would you do if you couldn't do what you're doing? But you got so many things going on. I don't want to put that on you. Just what do you got going on between now and when I see you in 1 month in Kentucky?
Between now and then, we are going to just continue building the team's culture and refining systems. I have a sales rep starting next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I just remembered.
Just
brought that up earlier. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. So I have a sales rep starting next week. I'm very excited about it. And this goes back to like knowing my numbers. Like it made it so easy to make the decision to hire somebody to help with estimates. Because that's like, I did a time audit. That's where 90% of my time goes is doing these estimates. And I need to step out of that a little bit and get some help. So I got a guy starting next week who's going to help out. And I think he's very qualified. I think it'll work out really well. So I'm excited for that. My plan is to onboard him over the next month. I have some trainings in place. We have a plan. Other than that, we're going to wrap up a big lighting commercial job. And yeah.
Hell yeah.
Keep on doing what we're doing. Get ready for Christmas lights. I'm going to Clipicon.
You may clip a con. I'm not, because I've got next week. I am working. The week after, I'm in Mexico the entire week. Did you get invited to that trip to Cedros, Mexico? You got like business shit you got to do, but I'm gone for a week doing yellowtail fishing and sushi eating, which I'm not a huge sushi fan, but when it's there and it's fresh caught and I caught it, that's just another level.
Ceviche, isn't it?
They do ceviche and sashimi.
Okay.
Like they'll do both of them every day when you get back. It's super cool. I was ordering lures and baits and line and all kinds of shit today.
For that trip?
Yep. Yeah, like
you don't go with an outfitter?
I mean, you can. It's just easier to have it ahead of time. They have some bait shops down there, but it's very limited.
Aren't you go with a charter?
You go with a charter, but like the charter just picks you up at the Tijuana airport. So you got to get yourself to San Diego. You walk across the border. Like the border crossing is the customs. You literally go over the fence into Mexico, board a plane in Tijuana, fly down to Cedros Island. It's like a 2-hour flight. And when you get there, you just jump on the back of a truck with an ice cold beer. They bring you coolers. You got dudes with guns, and you like fly in. You drive 15 minutes down the dirt road to the town. There's only one town. There's like 3,000 people that live on Cedros. It's just a fishing village, and they have a port where they offload salt and reload salt. And it's covered in shit because there's birds all over it. It's crazy, but they like bring it from the mainland of Mexico, but the ports aren't as deep. So they take small ships from there, offload it on Cedros where the port's deeper. Then they load it up and ship it out all over the world on like bigger ships, but it's all covered in seagull shit. It's pretty gross. So yeah, that's what you're eating when you eat salt, everybody. But they have like a bait shop in town there. It's just you just don't know what they're going to have. You don't know when you're going to get there because you all got to like ride a bus from the, I won't say resort, but from like the fishing spot that you're in. There's not a tackle shop at the spot that you're in. So there's one spot in town where you can go. But last year, like we bought baits in San Diego and they're so expensive in San Diego, like at the ports there. So you might as well buy them ahead of time and just pack them in your checked bag. Like we're all checking bags because you want an extra bag to bring fish back. So I have like my backpack cooler that I always haul beer around in, but that's really to bring fish back in. So I want to have like my other bag to check shit in. So anyway, that's the play. I'm loading up on gear now so I don't have to do it later when I don't know exactly what I'm going to get.
Yeah, that's interesting. That is not what I thought that trip was.
Oh, it's like
you guys were going to go to like, you're going to stay in a really nice place. They're going to pick you up from the airport. You're going to have this beachfront condo, and then you're going to go out in the morning. You're going to meet the charter boat. You're going to walk on the boat, and they're going to have everything already ready to go, and you go fishing.
No, it's way better than that. It's like
you didn't
real.
Say that when you offered the spot.
Yeah, my bad, dude. So it's like you're really fishing. So it's like you fly in on a 2-prop plane. And you get to this island, and it's like there's a runway, and like the only planes coming in and out are just for that. Like just for fishing. You like literally, you feel like you're militia. You jump on the back of this truck. You're holding on to iron bars. They got a beer cooler there. You're drinking beers while you're ripping down this dirt road, like kind of covering your mouth, like sipping beers and trying not to get dust all over yourself. The resort is really nice. I won't even say resort. It's like not that big. It's like a nice motel, but it's like 2-story, and they have cabins and stuff like that. And so you're all kind of in there, and they have a little cook shanty. And so like there's people cooking stuff for you, and it's absolutely phenomenal food. they have a place to hang out, and you're just looking out at the ocean. Like it is right on the cliff of the ocean. When you go out fishing, you're just in a panga. Like you're in a 28-foot flat, like I won't say flat bottom, but like long boat.
Yeah.
And there's Stevie in there and then the captain, but it's not like a big ass boat. You can rent rods from them, but you can bring your own reels. You can bring your own rods. You can bring your own baits. You got to pay $1 a beer for a Tecate Light. And you'll like bring it down and load up your cooler. And you'll kind of like fish the morning, come back, drop shit off, and then fish the afternoon and come back by like 5 o'clock. And then you just happy hour and dinner. But I mean, like you're not trolling, you're fishing the whole time. Like they're not taking care of you in that way, right? It's not like a big ass boat where you're just like out on this big charter boat. It's like you're on a panga and your captain's a local. And like he's kind of fishing with you, and he's like gaffing the fish and trying to position the boat, and you're like chasing fish, and it's very active. It's not passive.
It's like semi-guided.
It's semi-guided. Like they're on the radio and they know where the schools are and they know where the bait is, and so they're all talking to each other. But you're not just like sitting down waiting for a fish to bite. Like it's like you're musky fishing. You're going hard. It's just it's active.
I'll have a bunch of questions for you in Kentucky. That sounds cool as hell.
Joe and I did it last year, and he's bringing Heather, his new wife. They just got married a couple weeks ago. So Heather will be down there. She'd love to fish, so it'll be fun. I'll probably be fishing with the two of them most of the time, I assume. But yeah, Joe will be in Kentucky with us, so we'll have all kinds of videos and pictures and stories for you. But
I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait to see you guys. Joe, Trevor, Zig, all you guys. I'm looking forward to it.
Dude, it'll be fun, man. We're gonna have a blast. We're gonna kill some shit. We're gonna eat some shit. Be a good time. We'll do a follow-up podcast after that.
Hell yeah.
All right, man. You get yourself to bed. It's past your damn bedtime. All right. Good to catch up with you, buddy. We'll see you in a month. It's about a month.
Yeah.
Like a month and a week. A month and a week. Counting the days. Home service homies, you guys know what to do. Work smarter and harder. Earn yourself some pride. And a couple bucks too. Earn a couple bucks too. Good luck with summer lull, everybody. Fall is just around the corner. It's time to buckle up and shut up, or whatever people say to motivate you. So go do that. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.